Saludo si Senyor Bongo sa pahayag ni Vice President Sara Duterte na hindi na ito hihiling ng confidential funds, ngunit nanawagan ito na dapat pa ring bigyang prioridad ang pagtatayo ng mga classroom para sa ikauunlad ng edukasyon sa bansa.
Bongo, hinangaan pagsuko ni VP Sara sa confidential funds. Inihayag ni Senador Christopher Bongo ang kaniyang paghanga kay Vice President at Department of Education Secretary Sara Duterte kaugnay ng pagsuko nito sa hiling na confidential funds ng Office of the Vice President at DepEd. Hinahanggaan ko po si Vice President Sara Duterte for no longer pursuing the request for confidential funds so that we could already settle this divisive issue and go. Samantala, patuloy naman daw susuportahan ng Senador si Duterte bilang Vice-Presidente at kalihim ng DepEd. Isang boto lang naman ako sa Senado, pero ang posisyon ko ay kung anuman ang tinanggal na budget sa DepEd, dapat itong ibalik sa pamamagitan ng mga programa na makakabenepisyo sa mga kababayan. Bilang kasapip po ng Senate Committee on Basic Education at Vice Chair po ng Committee on Finance, nananatili po ang aking diwala sa ating Vice-Presidente at sa ating Secretary po ng DepEd. Matatandaang dumalo si VP Sara Duterte sa Senate Plenary Session para sa Proposed National Budget kung saan binasa ni Senador Sonny Angara ang kaniyang pahayag na hindi na nila ipupursige ang panukalang 500 milyong confidential funds ng OVP para sa 2024.
Your Honor, actually we're in receipt of a statement from the Vice President we discussed earlier, and according to her, the OVP can only propose a budget to support the safe implementation of its PAPs or programs, activities and programs to alleviate poverty and promote the general welfare of each and every Filipino family. Nonetheless, they will no longer pursue the CIF or CF, and the reason why is because it is seen to be divisive, and as the Vice President, she swore an oath to keep the country peaceful and strong.
Dahil dito, inulang ng komento sa social media. Ayon kay Bolet de Leon, yan ang dapat na maging good leader may paninindigan, Mr. President. Tingnan nyo na po ang mga pangyayari, alisin mo na ang isang taong makakasira sa pangalan. Ayon din kay Edgardo de la Paz, wise move, mas lalong nagkaisa ang people. Good job, keep it up. Ayon din kay Maria Casi Satago, wow, congratulations Vice President Sara Duterte, next president for me. Hindi kagaya ni Hontiveros na billboard ang inuna sa EDSA. Nakakahiya sa buong mundo. Maraming nagugutom. Mukha pa niya ang inuna.
Mr. President, my honorable colleagues, and of course the Department of Education officials led by Vice President Sara Duterte, magandang araw po sa inyo lahat. First, I want to express my support for the budget of the Department of Education, and I would also like to congratulate the Vice President and the DepEd for launching the Matatag Curriculum, Bansang Makabata, Batang Makabansa Agenda. This program definitely marks a crucial moment in our nation's educational landscape, and I believe it will play a crucial role in addressing the challenges that we face in our education system. The Matatag program is truly a testament to the visionary leadership of the Vice President and the Secretary of the Department of Education. With this, Mr. President, I would also like to express my support for the increase in the budget of basic education facilities, which was allotted with an additional of 10 billion or a 44% increase from this year's allocation. Importante po ito para matugunan ang kakulangan sa mga classroom, lalo na ngayong balik na tayo sa face-to-face na po ang mga estudyante at mga guro. Marapat lamang po na mabigyan ng pansin at solusyon ang mga problema ang kinakaharap ng ating mga estudyante dahil sa kanila nakasalalay ang kinabukasan po ng ating bansa. As discussed in the committee hearings, there is a total of 159,000 classrooms that must be constructed all over the country to bridge the classroom gap. In fact, sa pag-iikot ko po sa buong bansa, halos inilalapit po sa atin ng mga teachers, kulang ang kanilang mga classrooms, lalong-lalo na po sa mga liblib na komunidad, kulang talaga yung mga classrooms. Marami po ang nagpapatulong sa atin at nilalapit naman natin ito sa departamento, yung mga kakulangan po sa classrooms. Napansin ko rin po na may mga eskwelahan pa rin na hindi maganda ang kondisyon, sira-sira ang bubong o yero pa rin ang bubong, hindi maayos ang silid-aralan, maruruming palikuran, kahoy na pundasyon at marami pang iba. pati po, yun po ang hinaing ng mga teachers natin. In fact, nung bumoto po ako nung last barangay election, mismo po doon sa syudad, kung saan po ang ating Vice President sa Davao City, marami po mga sementado na ng mga classrooms, pero marami pang naiiwan ng mga classrooms na kahoy po yung bubong, sira-sira yung yero. So talagang kahit sa mismo sa Davao City, kulang pa ang ating mga classrooms. Hinaing po yan ng ating mga teachers. Inilapit po sa atin. I just want to share that when I voted, recently po yan, last October 30, I witnessed firsthand the sorry state of the facilities in Buhangin Central Elementary School. May sementado, may kahoy po. Paano po makapag-aral na maayos sa mga bata kung yero po ang kanilang bubong, napakainit niyan kung kapag tanghali at hindi rin makatulong kapag umuulan. That is why I am with the Vice President and the DepEd in their efforts to improve basic education facilities. And I support, Mr. President, increases in the budget for this program. Second, Mr. President, as DBM Secretary Pangandaman mentioned during the DBCC committee hearing and during plenary interpellations, there is around 17 billion already earmarked for Salary Standardization 6 in the proposed 2024 budget. With this, government workers may expect increases in salary next year. Sana po matuloy ito at isa po tayo sa magsusulong nito at kasama po dito ang ating mga teachers. Nevertheless, I just want to take this opportunity to urge the DepEd to push for the needed increase in salaries and allowances of teachers. Pag-aralan po natin kung anong benepisyo po ang dapat ibigay sa ating mga guro bukod po sa kanilang sweldo. Despite the pressing challenges in public education during the pandemic, teachers were able to adapt and respond to the challenging work situations. They went above and beyond to ensure the delivery of education for their learners. It is therefore just incumbent upon us to recognize their devotion and invaluable contribution to the formation of our youth and society. Additionally, Mr. President, I would like to mention for the record the reduction in the proposed budget of the National Academy of Sports. As one of the authors of this law, along with the sponsor, Senator Pia Cayetano, Senator Sani Angara, and Senator Win Gatchalian, during the 18th Congress, we want to highlight the importance of NAS in developing the athletic skills and talents of the students in world-class sports facilities, while also focusing on their secondary education. Dito po sa NAS, pwede silang mag-aral, yung mga atleta at the same time mag-training, pwede po silang mag-training at the same time mag-aral. Wala pong masasakripisyong oras. Despite the additional budget for capital outlay and personal services in the committee report, hope we could find ways to further support the provision of scholarships of National Academy of Sports. Lastly, Mr. President, I laud the Senate for adding 3 billion in the budget of the Department of Education. At sisingit ko na lang po, hinahangaan ko po si Vice President Sara Duterte for no longer pursuing the request for confidential funds so that we could already settle this divisive issue. Nananatili po ang aking tiwala sa ating Vice Presidente at sa ating Secretary po ng DepEd. Iisang boto lang po ako dito sa Senado, pero bilang kasapi po ng Senate Committee on Basic Education at Vice Chair po ng Committee on Finance, ang posisyon ko, kung ano man po ang tinanggal na budget sa DepEd, dapat itong ibalik sa pamamagitan ng mga programa na makakabenepisyo sa mga kababayan natin, lalong-lalo na po sa mga classrooms na backlog natin. At ang makikinabang po dito dapat yung mga kababayan nating mahihirap. Hinggil naman po sa OVP, sana po mailaan natin ang mga programang makakatulong, lalong-lalo na po sa mga mahihirap, katulad po ng medical, burial, and other assistance po na alam naman natin na nakakatulong po sa mga kababayan nating mahirap. Ngayon, isinasaayos na natin ang budget para sa susunod na taon. Unahin na po natin sana ang trabaho, unahin natin ang pagserbisyo at tulong po sa mga mahirap nating kababayan. That is all, Mr. President. I have no doubt that with the leadership of Vice President Sara Duterte and the continued support of all stakeholders, the Department of Education will achieve even greater milestones for our students and the education sector as a whole. Maraming salamat po, Mr. President.